Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're back with our final faction team 29-46 on the Lightbearer account. We have 25,000 diamonds already saved, quite a few elite stones as well. So looking at the Lightbearer team themselves, we already have 10 ascended Lightbearers, which is more than any other team. We're going to be focusing on Rain next. As you can see, we do have double copies there, actually triple copies of Rain, so we can get her, if we have enough fodder, all the way up to Ascended as well. We're also focusing on adding stars. Remember, we're going to use the desired summons to add stars. So looking here with Gwen, we need one more copy of Gwen, and she will be completely 5 stars Ascended. Then we're going to go ahead and start building Cecilia. We have one copy of Cecilia already, so we just need another 4 to add the final 2 stars to Cecilia and continue to phase out the Lightbearers. There's going to be a point essentially on this account that we are going to be summoning for fodder, just doing the common summons for fodder, or saving up our diamonds for a new hero to be released so we can pick up copies to continue to build the Lightbearer team. We're also very close on getting into chapter 30, getting into 31, and starting to require 2 teams. So even here, we're still continuing to build on Taylene. 2 more copies, we can have her at Mythic Plus. She already does have a pretty high signature item, plus 10. We have enough to get her to plus 20 at this point. We're also building Nakaruru, Ezio, Ainz, and Albedo are coming very soon, as well as Arthur, as we continue to build them. So let's go ahead, we'll get into the summons. Couple elite stones here. We have 9 in total. Hoping we get a couple, which Taylene, look at that. Taylene, Odin, Rowan, which is awesome. We have Belinda, Damon, Saurus, and Drez, plus Brutus. That is probably one of the best elite hero soulstone pulls that I have seen. That is a big stack of priority heroes. Even Rowan and Belinda, both being already at 5 stars for this team, will give us a lot more fodder that we can use them for to continue building, as well as Taylene. So now we only need one more copy of Taylene, and we can actually progress her all the way up to Mythic Plus at this point. So looking here, we'll add a couple more copies there. That's going to give us another star that we had for Cecilia. A lot more food there with another Hogan. So that'll take Cecilia up to 3 stars at this point. And I believe that was another one for Saurus. So looking there, we do have quite a few bit of fodder now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 to actually build up Rain. But there's one copy of Belinda, since she's already 5 stars. We'll be able to get her kind of maxed out. And we do need Gwen. So we need one copy of Gwen at this point. So we're going to go ahead and use our regular summons first. Just by chance, if we do pull a copy of Gwen, that will be one less that we need to actually get her up and having her completely built at 5 stars. A lot of times with the companion points, you do not pull elites. It is a little bit more rare, which we got a lot of fodder cards there. All right, so we have 3 full summons here. So we know we're going to get an elite. There is our first one, hoping it's a Lightbearer. It is a copy of Tassie. Still continuing to build Tassie on the Wilder account. Very powerful. As you can see, that takes her to 3 stars there. She is one of the S+ primary heroes, both her and Iran, to build, especially when it comes to the Wilder Tower. They are very strong. So this one, get a couple more rare cards there, and our final scroll summon gives us just a couple more rares. All right, so now we can go ahead and hop in here and grab another copy of Gwen. I'm hoping we get one relatively early, which there we go. We got it right off the bat. So there is a copy of Gwen. So we can hop over really quick. We'll take her to 5 stars, and then we are going to focus on Cecilia. Cecilia will be the next one. So we have her at 3 stars right there. We do not have any extra copies of her at this point, but we have her at 3 stars. So let's go ahead. We'll swap this one over to Cecilia, since Gwen is completely maxed out, and she'll be the next one. So in the wish list, again, we're starting to get a lot of max out heroes. So we have Thane, we have Rain, We have Astrilda, and then it is all food from there. So since we know we're going to be focusing on Rain next, we'll put her in there so we can pick up a couple more copies, possibly add a couple more stars to her, and continue building all of the 5-star Lightbearer team. So Cecilia's in there. Hope we don't have to burn through all of these diamonds here, because remember, every third one is going to be an elite pull, which is the second one. So the next one, this one is going to be elite. Hopefully it's a double to eliminate some. Just got a single. But we know that's going to be one more copy of Cecilia. So we can still pull 2 more. We can still pull 2 more copies. Let's go ahead and use our card really quick. Another copy of Naru. Another copy there of Elite Hogan. All right, so let's see if this one might yield the Cecilia as well. Or it might be some more fodder. Cecilia, look at that. So that adds another star to Cecilia with that pull. Very, very nice. So we still have 2 more summons. Another copy. All right, so we still need 1 more copy. 1 more copy of Cecilia. We'll be able to add 2 stars to her. All right, we got 1 more pull. 1 more pull. Is this going to be our elite card? Which it is not. So the next one would be elite. But we used almost all of our copies there. Got quite a few more emblems. Stargazing, still looking for Taylene. We did pull 1 out of the stones. So let's see if we can get 1 more copy. Wilder card there. This might be the Mythic Plus copy. Is it going to be? It is not. But we did get a Lightbearer card. Look at that. An elite Lightbearer card. So let's see what that is going to yield. We'll go ahead and open Wilder's, another copy of Tassie, adding more copies of Tassie there. And there's our next copy of Cecilia, so that will actually take her to 4 stars. So she is almost completely done as well. And it is a copy of Rigby. Got another copy of Rigby, which we have them at 1 stars right now. All right, so let's take a look really quick. I know we got quite a bit of heroes here, quite a few here. So there is Cecilia. We need 1 copy. 1 copy will take Cecilia to 5 stars, and then we will go to Rigby and just continue building down the line. Look at the amount of 5-star maxed out heroes. Even the plus 30 signature items, I mean, 4 of those are already maxed out plus 30 signature items, and we also do have Cecilia at a plus 30 signature item. So since Belinda is already built, she will be the first one we are actually going to use for food. So we'll go with a Movis and a Belinda. We know it does contain a Belinda. All right, so this will be enough to take Rain up a little bit higher to Mythic. Rain is very good. We've seen her really shine on the guild bosses as of lately. Support, she has been really strong. Abyssal Expedition, she was really solid in the Abyssal Expedition as well. Hendrik, we still got to build. We have Thane, we have Hendrik. Essentially, we only have 3 heroes left on the Lightbearers to really build and get up that signature item. But that will do it for the fodder here. Those 2 we're going to save to get Rain up to essentially to Mythic Plus. We have 2 copies to take her to Ascended, 1 more to actually add the first star on Ascended, which this team is making a lot of progress. Very, very impressed with the progress overall. So we'll unlock the signature item. As you can see, we have 1,200 emblems. General rule of thumb with the primordial emblems is once you have 220 of them, so once you kind of have a stockpile of them, I don't buy them anymore from the store. I don't buy them from the shop. I just save my gold at that point. Even here we have 479. So amplifying emblems you will always use. Just honestly takes time to accumulate them. And this account is pretty specific just because we focus on the Lightbearers first and more over any other hero. So even there, we can take her all the way to a plus 20. Plus 20 for her is very, very good. As you can see, the plus 30 value of the shield is increased to 180% of attack value. Not a priority to take her to a plus 30 signature item. Plus 20 is more than enough for Rain to be really, really successful. Here we're still focusing on Rigby. Rigby's Oak Barrel. There we go. Explosions cause an enemy to be knocked down and stunned for 4 seconds. So similar to Iran's freeze that lasts 4 seconds, now Rigby is maxed out, plus 30 signature item with the 4-second stun, which is very, very powerful. So that actually doubles the 2-second to a 4-second stun, making him even stronger. Very, very cool to see. So we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a lot of signature items maxed out at this point. So let's go ahead. We'll take a look at the Oak in 26,000 po coins. Looking at our wish list, still continuing. Remember, the heroes in here, since we are focused on the Lightbearers and Taylene, we are building them all the way to 9 of 9. Regardless of the class, regardless of the hero, we're focused on the factions. 9 of 9 is where we are going to build these heroes. And as a hero does hit 9 of 9, we'll just swap them out for other Lightbearers until essentially we have all of them built. That is the reason, one of the biggest reasons we started the faction accounts was seeing a lot of heroes that nobody ever used or nobody's seen. There is another Red Twinkle copy for Folks. Couple more pieces of mythic furniture here. And I'm hoping we can knock somebody out and get them to 9 of 9 today. Another Red Twinkle there, which is a piece for Rigby, another piece for Rigby. Definitely want to see him built and see him built with furniture and see just how well he performs. Another Red Twinkle there, which gives us a piece for Rigby again. So we got double Rigby. All right, so we do have 2 red cards there. So smart selection, again, we have all of our Lightbearers up there. I'm not sure if that's going to be, see, Cecilia still needs 3. If we had it a little bit higher, we could actually go ahead and max out Cecilia's furniture because we have 2 cards on the table right now. But we do need a 3rd card, essentially, to get her from 6 to 9. We do need a 3rd card. So right now we're just going to sit tight. As you see, we got another piece for Folks. We got 2 for Rigby. So just adding a little bit more furniture around to all of our heroes. But that will do it for our summons. Very, very impressed with building Rain. I want to see her in the campaign. We can actually drop her right into the Resonating Crystal down here. Since she is built, she has a plus 20 signature item at this point, which is all that she needs. So 29-46, let's go ahead and we'll get into the campaign. So we're going to start our lineup just with our standard campaign formation that we go with, which of course is Folks and Rowan. We have Rose actually drop back, as you can see there, to Belinda, which the Belinda Rose alt is so strong. Putting Rose with Gwen is very strong. Belinda, putting Rose with Ainz, very strong combination as well. As you can see there, 39.5, almost 40 million damage from Belinda. And at this point, she doesn't even have her furniture. Remember, if there are less enemies, the Divine Light will actually do more damage. But her AoE, even the smaller AoE, does a ton of damage, which is just devastating. So 55 million damage there in a very, very short amount of time. She has been our carry since chapter 1. We are almost 30 chapters deep at this point, and she is still the primary damage dealer in this lineup. We have swapped some between Gwen, but looking here again, 33 million damage. Just the combination between those. That's why I recommend Belinda is very, very strong in the campaign. She is very, very strong in the tower as well. When you start pushing the Lightbearer tower, especially some of the higher levels, I actually rotate between Belinda and Gwen, depending on the team comp that I'm fighting, to push progression as far as we can in the tower. 58 million damage there, which again is just kind of crazy. She also does kind of keep her distance. Here we're going to swap her to the top. If she dumps a lot of damage into Thorin, we don't want the retaliation ability to just completely destroy us. Even though she did ult right on Thorin in the back, killed him before he had the opportunity to ult. Very, very well played there. 44 million damage again. So doing, again, burst damage very, very quickly. In this formation, we're actually going to swap out Folks in this one. We're going to swap in Rain. Rain's a hero that just got a rework relatively soon. or relatively recently. So there's her alt, which does put, she has a shielding on one of her abilities. She has the ability to do more damage on some of the targets if they're killed. But overall, I'm seeing as her being support, not doing any damage at all. Really, really low damage, which I know is a support class, not really a primary function. But as you can see here, 19 million, 2 million. So even Rowan with pots and pans are doing more damage. Now, I do recognize she is only mythic, and Rowan is fully maxed out. But for support, I would definitely go with another hero than Rain for the campaign. For bosses, she does very well in the bosses to maximize damage. We've seen a lot of gameplay with Rain in the Abyssal Expedition as well. Very, very strong to maximizing the damage. You do have to have her 3-piece furniture so they get the 30% attack bonus or the 30% damage bonus that she offers. You do have to have the furniture built and on Rain. If not, it's going to be very, very subpar. Similar to an Isolde, similar to a Daemon, heroes that you strongly have to have minimum 3 of 9 furniture built to go ahead and support them. 22 million damage there. She took a lot of Tassie banishes that we just seen. Even the combination with Rose herself does a lot of damage, offers a lot of support, and she has a stunning ability. So when she actually throws those little teacups, you'll see it actually stuns the heroes, meaning that she can almost chain depending on how fast those teacups are coming because of the stun ability that they do offer as well. So looking at the damage here, 15 million, 28 million damage there from Belinda. So even Rose, again, support class doing 15 million. There's the quick little stun on Ogi, just enough of a stun to take him down. And that is the reason why we drop Belinda back. That is really the biggest reason, or why we drop Belinda back so Rose can actually follow her. 35 million damage there. In addition, Rose does have her sweeping ability. When a hero gets close, she actually comes immune. So right here on Astrilda, comes close, goes immune, gets a stun again from the little teacups, making this group just absolute perfect synergy. Also with Falx in the confine, Falx will confine the enemy there. When the enemy drops out of the confine, which we'll watch on the next one, the enemy will actually drop right into Lucius. So Lucius will have an ability to go ahead and tank them. So there's the heroes in the confine. Boom, just came out. Kasos just came out. Lucius is right there face to face to pick up Kasos the moment that he comes out of the confine, which is how you want it, because the hero that is confined will actually always appear right in front of Falx when it ends. So when the coffin ability actually ends, they will be right in front. There we just got it on Chimera. Again, Lucius is right there. Lucius unfortunately goes down pretty early, and Chimera takes out Falx, which usually happens. But the Belinda multi-hit Divine Light just absolutely burns down Chimera. So we're almost through this chapter, 29-59 at this point. Little dwarfs, have to be really careful with the dwarfs because they do a big knockback, allowing Savius, as you've seen just right there, do a ton of burst damage. Lucky with the combination of Rose, the damage mitigation was able to keep the team up, even though the dwarf went ahead and pushed us back. Still doing a lot of damage. Final stage. So this will take all 4 faction teams, or no, 3 faction teams. The Wilders could not defeat this stage. This stage I tried over 50 times with the Wilders. So 3 of the 4 factions, if we can get this down, will be into the next chapter. Look at the Nemitsu totems everywhere. And there we go. Boom. Belinda gets it done. Look at the damage. 61 million damage there. A lot of the damage was totems, but overall putting out 61 million damage on that final boss stage to conclude 29. So going into the Decaying Port, as you can see, we have both of our teams there. Only one that's left behind is the Wilders at this point. Very, very tough teams here because they are Graveborn. Remember, Graveborn do get the factional advantage versus the Lightbearer. And of course, we're running a full Lightbearer team. So this one was very, very tough. We did this one a lot. And we're still having problems trying to get this one down. The crowd control, because even if you do have a chance to get a hero down, Hendrick's been blocking them. Which there's the little stun. When we get Pharrell back out, the fear that he is doing there, is going to be another defeat. All right, we might have to change up the team just a little bit. So here we switch positions. I'm hoping to get... There we go. We got Thorin down early on that one. But again, still the exact same. Let's go ahead. We'll swap up some of our gear here. I'm thinking we'll swap Lucius. Let's go with Gwen, because we were running Rigby. Tried Rigby. Didn't work. Let's go with Estrilda with the knockback. Let's go with Gwen, which she's completely maxed out 5 stars. We'll go ahead. We'll put the eye on her. We should be good. Let's give it a try with this team comp. Between all of these battles, all of these lineups, I do swap out the gear, as you've seen just right there. That one I did leave the gear in there, but I do swap it between all of the heroes as we're going through the formation. Yep, we'll keep Rose in here. So Rose actually goes to Rowan. Our Rowan is so powerful in this one, but look at that. Hendrick with the shield to Isabella in the back just destroyed this team. His abilities is so powerful. This is a tough team. Remember, they're running triple tanks. So it's very, very difficult because you actually have to do enough damage to take down the tanks, because they are running triple tanks and running with Thorin plus Grez. If Grez adds up, very, very tough to kill. All right, so let's try swapping Cecilia in here. Maybe Cecilia can take out Isabella in the back, which it looks like Thorin went backline to kill Cecilia out. So she died relatively quick back there. All right, I think we're gonna let's swap out Falks' gear. We'll drop it on Cecilia. We'll try Rain. We'll try Rain with some gear too. Hoping maybe Rain will make a difference having Gwen right in the middle. But again, we got absolutely overrun there. Even here, Isabella, very easy to kill, but look at the shield. There again, a perfectly placed shield from Hendrick, guarding her because she is going down. So we do have the knockback there. Let's swap Lucius back into this one. See if we can get a shield on Gwen in the back, which we do relatively early. Again, Hendrick with the shield in the back. Another defeat. This stage, 30-1. It was tough on all of the other accounts that we went through, but we'll go with the Belinda Rose. Maybe Cecilia in the bottom. Even Cecilia is just dying very, very quick in the back line. Looks like she's getting destroyed back there. I think maybe Falks again. I'm thinking maybe Falks might be the one we need. Even there, we got Thorn down. Look at the fear. Especially when a hero or two dies, Pharrell's fear will hit every other hero, essentially, that you have left on your team. But let's try Rigby. Let's try Rigby for a little bit. So even there, boom, there's the little stun. Even though it didn't matter because he went to his power up. But this one's looking close. Oh. All right, come on, Rigby. I want Max Rigby with the signature item. Even there, Rigby just got destroyed. The Pharrell Grez combination just absolutely ran Rigby right over. There, again, it's Isabella has the ability to target weaker enemies, so enemies with less hit points. So essentially, I don't have enough time to scale Rigby. Let's try Oscar in this one. Swap some gear to Oscar. I know a lot of people with Oscar have said it doesn't do much of anything, and Oscar is just dying the second that he walks out here. You know what? Let's try him on the top. See if we can get a little more survivability. So there's a fear, and Oscar is dead. I know with the magic damage, it's very, very difficult, but Oscar is staying up. As you can see, pretty much 1 or 2 hits, and Oscar is completely dead, even at Ascended. So that will do it, guys. That was a lot of campaign progression, as you can see. Push all the way through. Chapter 29 is done. So we are 3 of the 4 teams are into 30 at this point. Very, very excited. Absolutely love the Lightbearer team. Very cool to see. So let me know in the comments what you think, who we should be focusing on next. And as always, thank you for watching.